that sometimes it says that we're going live. Yeah, we're live now. Okay, cool. All right. So this is the first time with.
There's some graininess there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But this is the first time with this computer.
So let us know if there's something wrong.
Yeah. So it's looking grainy to us, and I don't know what that sound was.
Well, it's testing 1, 2, 3, and it's the mic is working.
Yeah, I think the microphone's working. And if you hear a white noise rushing, I guess that would be right.
Yeah.
That's the fan, and we've never had it turn on like this before. And it's not that warm. Okay.
No, it's not. So, I'm Hitara.
And I'm Z. And we are Eternity. Yay! Yep. She's the pretty one. Okay. So we want to get some things out of the way. We want our channel to be successful. So if you like us, please subscribe, like, and hit subscribe,
like, and
hit
share.
The bell. Yeah, hit share would be great. You can find us now because we changed the name from just plain Eternity because we found out that we thought we had something original, and there's a lot of Eternities. So now we are Eternity Fire on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now you'll find us easy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Fire. And then we also have a website up now. Yep. Fire. There you go. Yeah. Eternity. You're not letting me figure this out. Eternity Fire.
Yeah, show up.
Okay, well, you put the fire up. Okay. We also have a website, eternityfire.com. And the first thing it'll ask you is, do you want to go to Eternity Fires? No. Just look down 3 things and you'll see like Eternity Fire about. Click there. And that will get you. Yeah?
Yep.
So as always, what will happen is we're going to share some insights on some things. And then we're going to go into 10-minute journey. It'll be semi-guided. And then we'll bring you back. And as always, if you see an animal, a flower, or a crystal, let us know in the comments, because that is a message for you. And we will translate the message. If you find an angelic teacher of some, or a spirit guide, doesn't have to be an angel, a humanoid teacher, then for us, you would need to set an appointment, and you can find out all that stuff on Eternity Fire and so on. Yeah, .com and some things. Also, this summer we have so far 3 events coming up that we'd like to talk about, and they are called Arcturian Shamanic Sound Activations, because the Arcturians taught us how to do these. And the first one is June 27th from 6:30 to 9:30, I think it was. Yeah. Anyways, it'll be posted on I think it's already on our
Facebook page, and also on the website.
Yeah. There you go. And but please contact us before you come, because we can only have 10 participants and we already have 6. So make sure that there's a space because of all the COVID-19 things that are going on.
We still have restrictions, but it's happening.
Yeah. And then we'll have July 25th, I think it is. July 25th and August 22nd will be the other ones. And all those are awakenings. Now we have some other things in the works to do some things here in Vancouver. But those are super secret right now. Yeah. But it has to do with my love and Natasha Rose.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Yeah,
It's too silly.
I know. Well, but it is. It promises to be very enlightening and very powerful. Okay. Today, we are brought to you by a working pair of. Do you want to hold this one?
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's fine.
Yep. A working pair of crystals. This here is called Icelandic spar, otherwise known as clear calcite. And it is good for, it's great for detoxing, for aligning your chakras, and it brings the gift of deep soul healing. And so you're going, oh, so, okay, that's great. Why do we have the serpentine here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, it's a pyramid, so it's kick-ass. But serpentine is also a great stone for clearing past lives and emotional baggage, which will help you with the deep soul healing that you'll have. It's also a great detoxifier, both spiritually and physically. So, and it also helps clear the chakra. So you're saying, well, what do I do? Okay, well, if you're new, you don't have to have a serpentine pyramid, but get serpentine and get Icelandic spar, or in another store, it might be called clear calcite. Sit and meditate with them and what you need to clear. And the answers will come and you'll be able to let things go. We weren't on last week because we were super busy. So now we're on this week.
Catching up.
I think website, that's then we talked about the things that are going on. So part of what I want to talk about, and I know that we may have talked about this before, but it's coming up again because of what we're going through. As a culture, our identity is based on being free. And there have been some hard lessons during COVID about not being able to do the things that we do normally.
But we never stop.
Yeah, but we
in
never,
our case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we never stopped doing what we do in the light working part of our life.
Exactly.
Because we didn't think that this was the time to hide under a rock. This, of all times, was the time for healers to step up and find a way to contact people and help them. Well, help them.
Not help them, assist them.
So, in the process, we have done some deep work with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very deep work.
Not to mention the deep work we've done on our own, because not being able to go out for dinner and spend 2 hours, enjoying each other and so on and so forth. We stayed home and really went deep inside. There are good things about that, and there are challenging things about that.
And of course, there's a point of going crazy because you're locked in the house. But within all that, we've been able to go even deeper in our personal, spiritual life, I'll say.
During this time, and I'm not saying this to brag or whatever, we have jumped leaps and bounds of where we were.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So no matter how all this turns out, because I'm not going to get into the political aspects of this one way or the other, but what I wanted to say, what did our hearts joy yesterday, did them joy, was that we went out to eat
In Vancouver, downtown Vancouver.
in downtown Vancouver, because the restaurants are open, and they're doing a very good job. They're making sure everybody's separated and not close together. So, but the only spot for us was to sit by the door.
by the window, and the sun was just happened to be shining on
Yeah.
us at that time,
Yeah.
even though it's been a cloudy day and
Yeah.
rainy, but it was beautiful.
And the sun came out, but you could just see the people just all around just smiling. And, it was like this reintroduction of Christmas.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. And, you'd see people coming in smiling that the place was open and they were going to be able to sit down and get back to some normalcy, I guess.
Hmm.
But the ones that really got me were the ones that walked up to the door. They could see the people in it, and they'd reach and they'd slowly grab the handle, and it opened, and their eyes got big, and they're like, "It's open."
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Hmm.
It was fun. So there's that part. And I'm glad that we're back to somewhat normal.
One thing that I want to say that is when you share like the leaps and bounds that
Yeah.
we are experiencing is not, it is in no way to brag about it, but it's in more to step up and be more in service
Yeah.
towards others and towards community by sharing what we have. That's why we have this channel. That's why we come and talk. We don't plan. We just flow with whatever comes out, and then just sparkling a little magic here and there.
Yeah.
To each and every one of you who is watching this. It
Mhm.
might be today, might be tomorrow, might be a month from now.
Yeah.
But this is what we each, whomever is awakening and whomever is aware of ascension and the steps and the changes that are happening on earth,
Yeah.
this is about each and every one of you who are listening right now.
Yeah. Rise up.
Time to rise up.
Mm-hmm. I know sometimes we might look like a bad SNL skit, but rise up. So more about identity. That's our identity as a culture, to be able to go out, and that's been curtailed. And we've had to do some different things. But then it gets down to, who are you? And do you like who you are? I talked about this before, and a lot of times we are so caught up in, okay, I'm a Seahawks fan, and I like the Yankees, and I like spaghetti, and I like this TV show. And those are what defines us. Those are our parameters. And we find people of like.
Technically, that's what we've been raised to
Yeah.
be like.
Yeah, we have
That's
been.
not who we really are.
But that's not who we are.
Mm-mm.
No. And so when we do our Arcturian, that's part of the process, is to break down everything you think you are and just put it in the great open field of eternity. And forget who you are and what you've been taught, in no place and in no time. And then just feel what that's like, to not have any shame or any guilt or ridicule or things that happen.
Any conditioning, gone.
Gone. And then let that soak in. What does that feel like? What does that feel like? And then as we bring you back, you build yourself, rebuild yourself. Okay, I was this because someone told me that's who I was. Because most of the time you didn't have a choice in who you are. You'll learn, and psychologists and psychiatrists will tell you by 4 or 5, your personality is set. And you didn't really have a choice in it. Now you do. Who do you want to be? What do you want to be? throw away all the bad stuff, bring in all the good. And yeah, we know you can't be positive all the time. That's not life. But the difference is when you become who you want to be, your vibration raises. So when things come at you, they don't affect you as deeply. You're able to think clearly.
Yeah.
And just get back on the even flow.
And that's when you become the observer of those situations, that what you were used to be, and look from a different point of view and see, do I want to be like this, or do I want to change and make it better? And step by step, that's how you start changing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the awakening.
It is.
Yeah.
To know that you don't have to react, you can respond.
Mm-hmm.
That's a game changer.
Yes. And it's not oh, all of a sudden I'm gonna decide to change and I want to do it, and then that's it. Nope. It's an everyday dedication.
Yeah.
It's a way of living, and doing it day by day, from here, living from here, from your heart.
Yeah. You live from your heart.
Yeah. At all times, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we try.
Mm,
Yeah.
very much so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing that will happen, and you need to be clear with this, when you begin to rise, there will be stuff out of your past that will rise up. And if it's not inside of your own head, and then you can deal with it, because we can tell you stories about how that's happened, in journeys, how stuff has come up and had to deal with it. It will happen. It will happen out here in the physical.
Yeah. And you know what? The perfect example that I can show you. Okay, you want to rise, but guess what? In order to rise, you need to drop all the weight that you've been carrying because you thought that belonged to you, and it's the weight that you drop into, let's say, the stone that is dropped into the pond, all the bottom of when it hits it, it lifts all the crap out of to the surface. But guess what? Out of all that muddy stuff, a beautiful lotus flower grows out of that.
Yeah.
And that's you.
And that's you.
That's you when you decide to let go.
Mm-hmm.
Let go and start to shine from letting all that density go, and then you flower like a beautiful lotus flower is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out here in the physical, we call it a trigger. When you get triggered, that's a place where you're supposed to grow. Because if you can't get past it, ascension is going to be very tough.
Yeah.
Because it's going to keep coming back, the trigger, until that you can grow past it.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
In those kind of cases, that's how when people like Z and myself are here to assist you in trying to to get to that point where you need assistance to release. Sometimes it can be a little complicated than just, hey, I can do it on my own. Perhaps, yeah, you can. But sometimes it's a little deeper, and
Yeah.
Like us, I know there are others who are doing the same work.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so that's your call.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You're so beautiful. No. Okay. So I don't have much more to say about that.
No, now we go into the meditation.
Yeah. Now we're going to go into meditation. This is going to be semi-guided, because of what we were just talking about.
Can I say one thing?
Oh yeah.
I think that
Oh, put your hand in.
no. I think that this has to do that maybe you didn't disable the sound from the computer and this is not fully in. Is there another connection?
No, everything's in.
I wonder if that's why he's making that sound.
I don't know.
Well, we'll know when we go.
Yeah.
We'll know.
Yeah, we'll know. Yeah, we better look at it, make sure that the sound is coming out. Okay. So today, so this is going to be a 10-minute one. And what's going to happen is that I'm going to start drumming. I'm going to lead you to a spot.
And if you hear that noise in the background, it's the ocean.
Yep, if you hear the noise in the background, it's the ocean. So just think that you're on a nice sandy beach and warm. And then when I get you to a spot, then we're going to change the drum beat into a heartbeat. And I want you to drop from your head into your heart then. And then we're going to go into no body, no where, no place. Stay there for a few minutes and then bring you back. Okay. Okay. We're on a beach. And in particular, we're on a beach called Hug Point. It's on the Oregon coast. And as you stand there, you watch and see and witness a very large flying creature that comes and lands next to you. For some of you, it'll be a dragon. For some, it'll be a giant eagle or crow. It doesn't matter what it is. A Pegasus. And as you lay there, introduce yourself to your new flying companion. Some of you may even be flying on a scarab. Now your flying companion invites you to ride on him or her. As you mount, if it's on a horse, the galloping starts, wings spread, up you go. If you're on a dragon or a bird, it's 3 steps, the massive wings fold out, flap, and up you go. Higher, faster. like Earth's atmosphere. You slingshot around the moon towards the sun. And just before you get close enough to the sun to feel its heat, a portal opens up and in you go. Down, to the left, to the right, and now corkscrewing. You see a light at the end, and whoosh, fly out. And you stand in the vast emptiness. Do not panic. Your flying companion has already melted into the infinite field of possibilities. Now, let go of who you are, who you think you are. You have no body. You're nowhere, in no place. You're no one. You're beyond time and space. All the emotional traumas and embarrassments and guilt and anger can no longer exist in here. Now just relax and melt. You are loved. Accept that love. You are in community. Accept that community. Now think about something that you want. What does it feel like to have that? Maybe it's a true divine partnership. Maybe it's a job that can support your lifestyle. Maybe it's helping another person. Let that feeling grow and magnify. Doesn't it feel good? Now move from your head to your heart. How does that feel? To be everything you've ever dreamed of. Let that feeling soak into your physical body. Be at peace. Is there something that you want that's positive that you don't think you can ever have? Right here, right now, you can have that feeling of possessing it. What is that one impossible thing you want? See you having it. How does that make you feel? Let the joy and the happiness permeate your physical body now as you experience what it's like to possess that impossible thing. Now, begin to form your body back to its human form. Your feet, now your ankles, your calves, knees, thighs, torso, arms, shoulders, neck, head, face. A mirror appears before you. See the beauty that you are. Your flying companion right next to you. Whispers it's time to return. Feel the gratitude in your heart. Let it flow. Mount your flying companion. Unify your heart and mind and begin to fly back into the hole, the corkscrew, to the left, to the right, and the steep climb back. Come out at the sun. Fly around the moon one more time. Notice its mysterious beauty. Let its mystery and curiosity flood your heart. Now your flying companion brings you back to hug point. Dismount. Just like money is the currency of this world, gratitude is the currency of the spirit world. Thank your flying companion for being a companion and taking you to the new place. And get ready to return to your body in 5, 4, return to your body. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers, your toes, and then open your eyes. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
So-
being here.
Yeah. There was something else I was going to say. I remembered it and I forgot again. Something we're going to do. Oh, we're making music.
Well, we're in the work.
Yeah, well, we're
Yeah.
making it.
I mean, yeah, we're making it.
We're making it.
True.
So look for on our channel. We're going to start meditation music. So if you're not into the drum and you're more into the keyboard sounds, we're going to have that on.
Or etheric sounds,
Yeah,
music
okay.
of the spheres.
Yeah,
Mhm.
things like that. So we've been composing, and now it's just a matter of getting it down and learning how to loop it. Yeah. And we're going to get some nighttime music too for the people who have a difficult time sleeping without noise.
Mhm.
So you can listen to us. And the one thing that we want you to know, a couple of things anyway, is that you're good enough. You always have been. You just need to believe it.
Yeah.
And you're worthy.
Completely.
Yeah. Completely worthy. See the beauty you are.
See the beauty of you are. Who you are.
Mm-hmm. And who you are. Okay.
So much love to you.
Blessings. Thank you. And
Till next time.
till next time.